Hi, and welcome to my show. Today's topic is how to keep yourself safe for auditions. If you're a novice actor or a veteran actor, you will undoubtedly go to auditions. The thing is, especially if you're just starting, some auditions might not be in the best of places. It just comes down to how much the film production has money-wise. Obviously, if you are a union actor, more than likely you will be going out for bigger shows and probably auditions will be in known locations or even the studios themselves. It kind of goes without saying, but if a production is affiliated to any union, it means that the people behind it have filed a bunch of paperwork to make it so. Therefore, the location you audition at is most likely going to be more legitimate. But if you're a novice actor or veteran actor new in town, well, chances are that you will be accepting a lot of student film work, indie film work, and blatantly whatever small film theater audition you can get your hands on. After all, the whole business of acting is about creating a long-lasting relationship with up-and-coming people as well as known professionals so that they can keep you in mind and cast you when the opportunity arises. That being said, auditions can take place in many forms and places. When I first started creating my own projects, I would often create an ad on LA Casting, and within 1 or 2 hours, I would easily get a couple hundred submissions. From there, I'd look over all the pictures and call in the people that I was interested in. When I was studying in university, I actually had the luxury of being able to have a casting room and felt professional auditioning people. But once I graduated, well, because my short films had extremely low budgets, I would actually audition people at my apartment or even sometimes a local Starbucks or a public place. This always came with a certain level of awkwardness because you were literally inviting strangers into your house. If I was a little skeptical about this, I can't even imagine how the people coming to the audition at a stranger's place felt. This is why I feel that if people are going to be auditioning in less than adequate locations, they need to take a couple of simple steps that will ensure their safety. Number 1, tell someone where your audition is. If the place you're going to isn't a reputable space or public location, I would let someone know exactly where I was going to audition at. After all, we are in an age of technology where everybody pretty much has a cell phone. This means that you are able to use location services. I'd recommend dropping a pin on an application such as Google Maps or WhatsApp and sharing it with a friend, roommate, or even a significant other. Pretty much anybody that you are close to that you would know would actually come out looking for you. If you don't want to do a drop pin, an address is probably enough. And if you are super sneaky and that person has access to your phone's location, thanks to such features given to you by programs like Find My iPhone, then they would actually be able to get a live location of where you are at as long as you have your phone on and it's with you. Number 2, bring a friend. If you're working with people that you aren't too familiar with, it's okay to bring a friend with you. I used to work as an assistant on many photo shoots with a friend that really wanted to get into fashion photography. He would often cast models from the internet and they would come with a friend or a significant other. We would totally always tell them and even encourage them to bring someone. After all, they had never met us, and the last thing that we wanted was for them to feel uncomfortable. As a performer, I'd still let the production know as a courtesy that I was planning on bringing a friend to the audition, even if they are to wait outside. It's just better to be safe than sorry. If the production is legitimate, there is actually no reason at all for them not to let you bring someone as long as they are quiet and respectful on set. Number 3, don't do anything weird. We've all heard of the expression casting couch, which is obviously the extreme, but there's no reason for them to ask you to kiss someone or nudity during the audition process. If there is such a thing in the script, I will include it in my casting notice. I wouldn't want anybody coming to an audition and then being surprised at what the script was. Now, if you've passed a couple of callbacks or 2 and you're in the last 2 or 3 people, they might ask you to do an on-camera chemistry test. Even then, they should ask you in advance what they are going to ask you to do. You must understand that it's completely okay for you not to accept an audition or role if you aren't comfortable with it. It would be completely unprofessional to change your mind after you've already filmed a couple of scenes and we are in full production. This would result in making the production lose money and most probably would result in you getting fired from your job. Number 4, unions are here for you. Remember that as an actor, you may be part of a union. This means that there are specific rules that each production needs to follow. Respecting the actor is definitely one of them. If at any time you feel that the production is asking you to do strange things, you have the right to complain to them. They are usually very efficient at answering such complaints, and they would have the power to shut down a production if it came down to that. This obviously won't remove 100% all the Harvey Weinsteins in the acting industry, but it does give you power being in a union. Now, obviously, most union gigs aren't auditioning in weird locations. These type of auditions in people's homes or unknown places will often happen with non-union work. This also means that you wouldn't have a union to call, therefore you'll have to use the bring a friend and drop the pin techniques illustrated above. Number 5, speak up. What we've learned from all the people rising up to sexual or other misdemeanors happening all over the film industry is that no matter how scared you are to say something, never be scared to speak out about a situation that you're uncomfortable with, be it sexual, abusive, or anything else. Staying quiet will just end up protecting the people trying to abuse of their power. If people stay quiet, then the same people will remain in power and create more silent havoc within the whole industry. If you are into acting, I'm pretty sure that you are passionate about the business and would like to be in a positive production that will treat everyone on set with respect and dignity. In the end, if you use your best judgment and understand that the acting business is filled with different auditions, you'll be okay. It's not because you miss an audition that seems a bit strange that you won't book another better audition soon after. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. As always, a ton of work is put into researching these topics. I know that some of these subjects are a little harder to speak about than others, but they have to be addressed in order to help people out. Please be sure to subscribe and smash the like button. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.